Yeah, I guess we on. Hey, what's going on, party people? Welcome. It's definitely a pleasure having you here. I go by the name of Sweet. I am a spiritual healer. And technically, a spiritual healer, what I do is the concept or the idea of mind, body, and soul. I help people in becoming in alignment with their emotions, their intuition, or their body, pretty much, because the body, that's the part that it entails, right? Then now you have the other side of you, which is the intellect, the aspect of you that's thinking, the logical one, the, I don't know, the leading part of you. You know, whatever you want to say about it. Having those two worlds coming together. But for you to do that, first, I mean, it's literally you got to put them together, right? So first, you have to understand how your emotions are being created. What are your emotional patterns? What the fuck is energy? I mean, how are you reacting? Why people are being triggered? Do you understand what I'm saying? And all of these things pretty much entails, you have to acknowledge them, meaning you have to understand these things are taking place in you. That's what you do when you go see a shrink. To tell you what the fuck is going on with you and for you to be conscious of what the fuck is going on with you. Because obviously, when you know what's going on with you, you have a better handle at handling you. That's why your job is to be fucking conscious. Meaning having the mind, body, and soul. To be fully conscious, you don't suppress the body. You include everything. It's the bigger picture. And that's what being healed is all about, or becoming the Christ, or becoming a fucking ascended master, or the illuminated one, whichever title you choose. That's on you. But again, this is also a great foundation because at some point, especially if this is your first time, I always, love to talk about, the definition of what spirituality truly is. So, again, I mean, I'm already saying it, but then again, I'm going to say it again. But it's all connected. And that connection that I'm making now, I'm showing you too, like the relationship of the spirit and the fucking words and the body. Because I have become that. You got to. And I'm here to give you that medicine. Okay? We're going to get you good. We're going to get you going. Okay? I mean, you can't be half awake and half sleeping, baby. You gotta wake all the way up. If you wake up, you up. That's it. I mean, if you need some more sleep, by all means, man. You know what I'm saying? Take it. But when you're ready, you're ready. You know when you're ready. So again, anyway, um, as a spiritual healer, pretty much, essentially, I help you to understand those different aspects of yourself and put them together. And now, once you have that together, how do you relate to the world around you? If we were, let's just say we wanted to use some, let's just be dramatic for a second, right? Then we would probably say, what the fuck? I think the dramatic. All right, I'm not trying to be dramatic, I guess. But what I'm truly talking about here is just showing you the connection, the the law of gender, like the positive and the negative. No matter how small you cut anything, it's still gonna be two sides to it. You know what I'm saying? And that's exactly what you see in your reality from your molecule and everything else. They see, they understand. That's why your computer is 0 and 1. But not in the sense of division, not in the sense to say to separate them. Because when you do, that's when the struggle comes in. That's why you see in the movies, after, these motherfuckers are always, let's put this motherfucking yin and yang together. Or that chain, or that metal, whatever the fuck. So as you do that, that's how you become conscious of who you are. That's how the truth sets you free. That's how the more you grow your inner vision, the more space you'll be able to expand yourself more. So spaces and consciousness goes hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? Then at this point, you're also having a different understanding of your reality. So it's like you're peeling off layers. And that's why, simplicity reveals the master, because the master now is able to dissect it for you. And just like any master, to be master at anything is to make it yours. I could do this shit in my sleep, baby. You know what I'm saying? In fact, when I'm sleeping, I do it better. You know what I do it better when I'm sleeping, baby. It's a different type of consciousness, too. It's beautiful. It's, oh my God. But anyway, I mean, the goal, I wish for you to get there. But, technically, so as a spiritual healer, technically that's what I do, right? Now, if you're coming back, you already know it's always a Holy Communion. Get a plate. You already know, man. We're going to break some bread. It's our supper. Let's get it on. Now, like I always do, it's part of my, I guess, act, right? I always, as a spiritual healer, the tool that I use to help you to become in alignment with yourself is spirituality, right? So in other words, I'm going to tell you what the medicine is and what's in it. Nigga, you ain't got to worry about anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to stick that shit in your ass, nigga. Man up. You know what I'm saying? We want you to man up over here. So again, but most importantly too, we got to know what kind of dose to give you. So it's all part of, being that spiritual healer too. It's, one of the great spiritual healers, as I was making my transition into, this nigga came through and gave me the push that I wanted. You know what I'm saying? In other words, that nigga blessed me. You know what I'm saying? Give me his credentials. You know what I'm saying? He said, go out there and look pretty. I looked at him and said, nigga, you already know. And I walk away. I was so mean. I was feeling myself. And here we are, baby. Listen, man. You know what I'm saying? I walk what I talk, nigga. You know what I'm saying? By the way, this is my best friend, man. These people work for me. See, I told you not to stick your dick in. They thought I was pussy. Oh, shit. Anyway. Oh, man. These Haitian niggas. But anyway, so, again, when we talk about spirituality, I mean, spirituality is the tool that I use, you know what I'm saying? Or, the remedy that you'll be, pretty much eating from. But, and, food is always considered, like, knowledge has always been considered as food because, you know what I'm saying, just like you could grow your physical, I mean, again, this is showing you, though, the relationship, too. why they have to coexist and how they come together, and why you should actually have those two come together, because that's what the whole thing is about. That's what consciousness is, bro. True consciousness. That's the Christ consciousness. That's the Buddha fucking consciousness. That's the type of consciousness like, nigga, you up. Then at that point, your reality changes too. It's got to. You know what I'm saying? It just got to. You know, that's why it is wiser, or it is wise to look for the kingdom of God. You know what I'm saying? Instead of the breadcrumbs, man. You know, but to the pure, all is pure. Again, that's that relationship and with ignorance and you knowing too. That's why they say you have your answer. I mean, you may not be conscious of it. You know, you may have to sit down and think. But that answer is you giving it to yourself. So that self-relationship between, that's why they could tell you your conscious mind, your subconscious mind, like those two have to come together too. Now, in the midst of that, then you have consciousness now. That's when these two niggas become one. And then you become them. We all become one. That's the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. You know what I'm saying? The body of Christ, nigga. Open your mouth, nigga. Open your mouth, nigga. So, you know, I guess that was has a little more meaning about what spirituality is. I mean, it's a lot deeper than that, but also this is showing you we are not as it appears to be. That's why we are spirit, right? It's not our life. It's not like we're not robot. I mean, we are, but we're not. Do you see what I'm saying? The part of you that is not, it's not like, let's just say they tell you to go right and you just automatically go right. Like there's a condition, there's things that are taking place in you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, nigga, like they rocking you to bed. They can't just tell you to go right and then you're going to go right. No, that's not the way it works. And you would have never do it too. Guess what? This is where you talk about mind control. Now they got to have mind control on you now, and what their mind control truly is, and that's what mind control is about. It's to have you looking at life through their like lenses. That's what the whole purpose of being colonized is all about, nigga. That's why a nigga like me, who was born in Haiti, right? I had to get, you know what I'm saying, nigga speak French and Creole and now fucking English. Not as good as Creole, though. You know what I'm saying? But the bottom line, the point that I'm trying to make here is this. I'm showing you how not only this is all mental, and this is also, too, how true spirituality, which is you truly knowing who you are, that is your key to salvation. Not just with them, but you have to realize who you are. You can't realize who you are, like, I mean, unless if you want to do it halfway. But if you're going all the way in, well, nigga, you God. You done skip this fucking reality. That's how you in the world, but not of the world. However the fuck they say it. Because this shit could go in different layers. Come on, man. I'm talking for the elders, man. Like, you got to be in that space, baby. But that's the beauty of, even when you talk about the occult, because spirituality, I mean, the occult plays a big part of it, in it, because people have not a good understanding of what the occult is. The occult is simply giving you a deeper understanding of truly who you are. In other words, they're trying to tell you who you are. And guess what? We're going to treat you as a baby, nigga. You have something called conscious mind, and then you got something called subconscious mind. Those are all baby steps because you're not ready. Just like the word, you've been rocked to sleep, nigga. We can't just wake you up like that. That self-realization has to take place. That's why nobody can do it for you. You have to awaken to it. I mean, in fact, it was already done for you. The manual is there. You're going to have to put the work in. But the manual is already... In other words, for you to have the manual, it has to be done. Now, the manual is just a fucking alley-oop, nigga. Go get them. Play it. I did it. Go get them. This is, you know what I'm saying? They gave you the key. The sacred texts, the ancestors. That's how we honor them. At least that's what I do. All day, every day. And they always come through. And these niggas fucking love me too, man. Come on, man. I'm like, nigga. I was always that nigga. Before I became that nigga. So, but anyway, I mean, again, just having a deeper understanding of who you are, or maybe what spirituality is, then you realize, just like the Bible and whatever the fuck, they just telling you your story. Because that same story is going to be used. That's why that story reflects your reality. That's why when the Spirit took me back to fucking mythology, because I did it in my very early stages in the process. You know what I'm saying? But I didn't truly go beyond that. But again, it's beautiful though. Looking back at those days, your boy's looking good. Come on now, baby. You know what I'm saying? That's why we always celebrate self. We know the growth. We see it. We are it. Those who knows, you know. Come on. And you ain't got shit. It speaks for itself, man. You see what I'm saying? I am the testimony, nigga. I'm the Spirit ambassador, man. What the fuck do you think I'm here, nigga? And that's why I'm trying to give you those passes, man. Because you got it in you too. I'm trying to give it back. What's up? Who's gonna catch it? That's what we're doing here, man. It's nothing but love. Just the same way, I was smart enough though. You know what I'm saying? Because even as a young kid, I always have my eyes out. Even among the elders, man, I always wanted to sit down. I always used to love motherfuckers and listen to what they were talking about. You know what I'm saying? Because back then, for me, you had niggas who used to read journals on a regular basis, who always have different type of shit that they're arguing about. You know what I'm saying? A nigga like me at that time, you know what I'm saying, being in Haiti and shit, going to a motherfucking Jesuit school at that time, I'm like, you know what I'm saying, I'm pimping out games. I knew what I was doing. Obviously. You know what I'm saying? Listen, man, I'm taking accountability for everything. You know what I'm saying? And there had always been, also aspect where too, come on, man. That's why in one of my recordings, I was talking about the importance of pain. Pain is beautiful, man. Once you understand, again, no matter how small you cut it, it's still going to be two sides of everything. Make sure they come together. You don't want to separate none of it. The separation is the foundation of toxicity. That's when you only look at your body as just a physical thing. How dare you to just look at your body as a physical thing? That's how dare you? Let's be honest. You know what I'm saying? The intelligence that exists, how the body can even heal itself. You know what I'm saying? There's fucking intelligence in here, man. The fuck are we doing? And no matter how intellectual you want to be, the best lessons you're going to learn, your transformation, is got to go through your fucking emotions, nigga. That's why the intellect, nigga. The need of being logical, there's layers to this. Here's logic, nigga, and on a whole different logical level. So Hootie, baby. So again, the intuition plays a big part. I mean, that's why they tell you intuition is key to learning. Because it's going to be those emotional, those pain, you know what I'm saying, that you can either learn from, grow from, or, I mean, shit, you already know. Because a lot of us in life, we do want to put our guards down because your natural way is love, meaning you need to be open. And the more closed off you are, I mean, how can you radiate? You know what I'm saying? Then you're going down into the fucking abyss. That's where, you know what I'm saying, you're not even referring to, let's just say, you know what I'm saying, like when people are talking about the body, now you don't even talk about the fucking spirit. But there is a spirit in your body, man. You know what I'm saying? And I was talking about, like I took the time to watch the movie Seven for the very first time. I mean, the entire movie. I've seen it before I know of it, but I never really know. I mean, I knew about it, whatever the fuck, but I didn't really dissect it. Then I realized this shit is all Gnostics. It's bullshit. Because again, the idea behind it, even when they talk about gluttony, which is technically, I mean, obese or fat and shit like that, right? You know what I'm saying? But they portraying that shit as somebody who eats a lot. Do you see what I'm saying? And sometimes that may not be a reason for a motherfucker to be fat. There's a lot of other factors that comes into fat. That's why niggas, there are all kinds of fucking diets. You know what I'm saying? That's on a layman's term. But what I'm truly saying is, like some people, I know people personally, who are fat, who don't eat a lot. But because they are closed off, you'll see most fat people, they also have a low self-esteem. They're more closed off. They're not dealing with society. Do you see what I'm saying? So therefore, you know what I'm saying, they're more closed off. And by them being that way, you know what I'm saying, they don't want to be who they are. That's why they are hiding who they are. That's what you'll see in the fucking movies. Then the motherfucker now start going black, or the motherfucker now totally quiet. Do you see what I'm saying? Oh, I'm exposing you motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker's always quiet, but ugly like a motherfucker, and can't even stare them. They can't deal with who they are because they put on a mask of being something else for so long. Now you're in a position where you are fighting yourself. You fighting your shadow. Then now you have movies like Fight Clubs now to show you, you know what I'm saying, the idea of a good angel and the fucking demon, that fight, duality. That's why it's one-sided. It doesn't have both pictures anyway. How the fuck can he has the broader perspective? Makes sense to me. And that's most of what the European spirituality, the New Age, and all those other bullshit is about. You know? So again, just to just to break down the definition of spirituality alone, it's not only revealing our true nature, which is living mind or spirit, as the Kabbalion says it, but it's also like seeing beyond the veil. It's also like you seeing the reality for what the fuck it is. And as you're doing so, there's a connection in you. It's setting you free because now there's no limitation to you. To be free means there's no, you know what I'm saying, there's no fucking limitation. But when you have a fight, you got to fight. There's fucking limitations, nigga. When it's mind or the physical or the non-physical, there is limitation. And you would admit that too. That's why you're saying fuck this world. Limitations. Falling short. A lot short, actually. And that's what the European does. That's their philosophy. That's their, consciousness. You know what I'm saying? Nah, bro. Nah. This is for the elders, man. But anyway, now that I pretty much talked about, I guess we're just going to let it ride. Because I really wanted to talk about the chakras, man. I've been putting a couple things together about the chakras. It's such a complex and easy thing, too. Nah, man. I might have to do it another time. But I guess since we started talking about it, this could be the pre-foundation for it. Because I connected to the fucking Kabbalions, too. Do you see what I'm saying? Once you get to know who you are, knowing that you're a living mind to everything that is taking place, you know what I'm saying? Even in this material world, it's not truly material as we think. That's why even in the Kabbalion tells you the material science now is confirming that. When he's talking about the physical science, he's really talking about the European science. Because when they referring to science, they're referring to the shit that they can't see. And that's where those tests are being done. And in other words, that's what they call in reality, because at this point, that's what they can see. And the crazy shit about you seeing is that it has to do with your inner vision. So ironically, as they're talking about that, they're trying to get a better understanding of what's taking place on the external. But if you're not going in, that's where they're always going to fall short. That's why they are just now waking up to what our ancestors were talking about, because that reality was different for us. This is for the elders here. This is for the grown-ups, man. This is for the livings. So now I'm saying this to say that there's so much that's being said here too, man. It's like, okay, which part of it do I talk about? There's so much that was just said here. You know what I'm saying? Even in that quiet itself, but once if you followed along, like, it'll do what it's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Just ingest it. That's it. That's all you gotta do. But the beauty of what I was talking about, in terms of, how just having the proper understanding of spirituality, how that alone is revealing so much. Because again, spirituality is telling your story. So as you're learning about the story of the spirit, it helps you to see yourself better. And that's where mythology comes in. That's why our ancestors were created mythology. We were storytellers. So we were the first people who know how to do mind control and how to do it well. This is the real mind control. Mind control meaning we understood this was the wilderness. It's wild out there. If you don't believe me, look at a book like, look at the collective consciousness. The collective consciousness will tell you how much people are sleeping. When you look at the news, they telling you how much these people are sleeping, pretty much. But you got to see it my way, though. Meaning, it's not how much you see. You got to look at it differently. Because they want your fucking attention, and they got it. So trust me. This is all part of your spirituality. Another way of saying, too, that's why you can't dissociate this reality from your spirituality. That's why your spirituality is your fucking humanity, nigga. You know what I'm saying? The wounded child that has to be healed, whatever the fuck, all these things that are taking place in this life. In other words, you have to unfuck. You were sleepwalking. Or if you ever seen those movies where niggas just wake up in the middle of a fucking island. Some of them got bloods in their hands. Some niggas, you know what I'm saying, waking up while this motherfucker's in jail. And then now this nigga got to deal with this shit. As his, awakening, has to learn how to forgive himself. Nigga, I was sleeping. Of course I was sleeping. That's why some of us, too, we get to wake up at different times in this journey. But no matter what time you get to wake up, the medicine's out there for you, though. In fact, we have different medicine for different niggas. The ancestors got us covered. They already done the work for us. We just need to recognize it. That's your Jesus shit, nigga. When you know exactly what it's saying to you. But most importantly, if you're not under their mind control, because anything that you just talk about has no gain to you. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to get your dick bigger, man. You want to get your dick bigger? I mean, you're going to have to make it bigger, nigga. With actions. I don't know if you want to use lotion. I don't know what type of fucking ingredient that they have out there. If you have to take that shit a pill a day, hypothetically speaking, well, that's what you're going to have to do. So you have no gain in talking. That's why you'll see people who are lying, they all talk. Do you see what I'm saying? They all talk, but they have no proof. That's why you will see stupid motherfuckers, right? They think they're the shit because they talking shit, but their resume got nothing in it. That means you can't back up your talk. In other words, you fake. You hiding. You're not growing. You a bitch ass. Literally. Little scary little fucking trash. Or not to say trash, but scary little whatever the fuck. And then now you have people now that are creating a reality out of that stupidness, like dumb shit. That's where your mom, who could have been a side hoe, now is raising you, giving you knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Now you're protecting your mom, but you don't know your mom was a side hoe, nigga. You're saying, like, you trapped. You know what I'm saying? But when you know the truth, though, that's how, when they say people who are breaking generational, curse or pattern. I like the word. In fact, shout out to Simone some shit, right? I like the word pattern better. Because when you say a curse, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, your action is fucking you up. In other words, that's why they say, you know what I'm saying, the people are perishing due to their fucking ignorance, lack of knowledge. You're creating you're making fucked up decisions. Then you're going to blame other people. Then you're going to regret your decisions. Do you see what I'm saying? That kind of shit. That's why when I was talking about, healing yourself, you have to heal, you have to put yourself together. Your emotions and your inner self or your intellect has to come together. That's when, now at this point, you're not becoming a people pleaser. Hi, everybody. I'm going to show you what I'm doing. I'm doing great. You see what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You're looking, that's what the church people do. People who go to church. They sound good, you know what I'm saying? They're putting on an act. But the real one, we know. Because we're all about work. You talk, we work. Then you envy us. And then I don't listen. You talking, I'm being. You got nothing on me. I got everything on you. Because you're not doing, you talking. And you know it too. That's why it's always been about quality over quantity. You see what I'm saying? Now, if you're saying you got some good pussy, and then you fucking everybody, nah, okay. I don't know. It depends on what your definition of what good pussy is, too. You know what I'm saying? But how good can a good pussy be, too? You know what I'm saying? That's why niggas are giving you luxury, right? Beauty in certain things. I'm assuming a good pussy cannot be a community pussy, nigga. I don't know. That's trash pussy. Trash, 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 trash. I'm saying? It is what it is. So now I'm saying all of that again, it's in the pudding. Those examples are examples to show you it's all about actions. You could see dick, you could see pussy, you could see what's taking place, you could see all of these things right in front of you. Again, actions. Not what you're saying. Like, you cannot be a hoe just by talking. I want to be a hoe. No, a hoe is a hoe. It's a community pussy. In other words, what I'm trying to tell you is, you can't be you saying you're a superhero, or even the whole fucking example. A hoe's not a hoe because she's saying I'm a hoe. You know what I'm saying? In fact, nobody's saying that they're hoes. So again, that's why I was telling. In that recording, there's no gain in talking about Jesus if you're not Jesus. Symbolism, those means a lot. When you have a guy like, because I know for me, like I had a poster of Muhammad Ali. That was my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I I fuck with Prince too, Michael, all them niggas. You know what I'm saying? All them niggas, to be honest. But I have my favorites. You know what I'm saying? But fucking Muhammad Ali, that nigga was my nigga. Cause I love every niggas I love to talk. You see what I'm saying? And that nigga game was a fucking point. You know what I mean? Nigga was talking that shit. You know what I'm saying? Can you see why you know what I'm saying? Can you relate? I said, we both talk shit. So I'm like, oh, nigga, come on now. You know what I'm saying? That's why you get to see your, sort of say, idols. But it's really things that you have in you and you seeing how he's doing it. You appreciate what he's doing. And now, of course, you cannot implement what he does the way he does, but it can inspire you to be more or to dig more into you. Because what you're truly seeing, I know for me, when I'm looking at guys like that, man, those have been guys who know who they are. Who've been like fucking with themselves, like, you know what I'm saying? When you look at a guy like Eddie Murphy, to me, this motherfucker's like, his integrity to me is this nigga's looking good out here. You know what I'm saying? Eddie, you got him, baby. Listen, this nigga's a bad motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying? Another, to me, conscious brother, he's not a priest. You know what I'm saying? This nigga wouldn't even tell you, nigga, what kind of advice. Even his advice is a fucking advice. Not giving you no advice is a fucking advice, nigga. This is how deep this nigga talk is on a whole different level. This nigga talk is on a whole different level. And this nigga will just tell you that and go back into his shit. Yeah, this nigga was wild and all that shit. He embraced all that shit. A true God, man. You know what I'm saying? And it's being, you know what I'm saying, just like niggas could talk about all fucking dirty bastard. How much of a God, well, if you're looking at this nigga, think how much of a God Eddie Murphy is, nigga. Well, actually, I would say to me. There's levels into this motherfucking game. Nigga just cruising through, loved by everybody, he ain't bothering nobody. You know what I'm saying? Black life matter, white life matter, Eddie Murphy, yeah, just cruising. You know what I'm saying? 5'6" personality, nigga. Naughty professor. This nigga wildin'. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, nigga. Hey, Eddie. I'm saying different layers, man, different realities. You know what I'm saying? You have niggas that fucking love stand up. This nigga told you this shit, man. He loves stand up too. He's a funny motherfucker. He's funny everything. You know what I'm saying? But stuck in movies had more money. Straight up, man. Like, I didn't have to work that hard, going a different state to state. You know what I'm saying? This is a nigga who's comfortable not only at what he does, because he didn't compromise shit. Right? Think about it. Like, yeah, he's a great stand-up comedian, but he's pretty good at movies too. So if he could get more money being in movies, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe more whatever the fuck, that may comes with that. Because this nigga's doing it, it's better. He even told you that too. In one of his shit, I don't remember the way he said it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this nigga, this is what he said. You know what I'm saying? Like being a general and a fucking surgeon. Nigga, I'm going to go ahead and be a fucking general. And that's what this nigga did. You know what I'm saying? Not that he can't do, nor that he doesn't enjoy, like, he enjoyed it through those guys Right? That's why when he tells you he loved this nigga, I believe he really loves them. When this nigga said, I love fucking Dave Chappelle, I love motherfucking Chris Rock, I love whoever the fuck else he loves, he really loved them niggas. It's like, all right, niggas, y'all working hard out there, baby. I love it. He's gonna support you too. And he mean that shit. Dude, that's not his game. Oh, game recognized game, man. Fuck out of here, nigga. Come on, man. Nigga, what? I've been studying the game tapes, man. Niggas, what? Oh, we here, nigga. Man, l'esprit riche. L'esprit nous là. Come on, man. So, but anyway, I don't even know what the title of this is going to be. But anyway, but just so you guys know, this is, I think I may use this as a pre-foundation for the chakras. Because the chakra is very deep, man, but also very simple. Very simple, but also very complex at the same time. You know, this is the beauty of combining all of these things together, right? Because you may say it's simple, but yet it requires, that's why, you know what I'm saying, every book is not going to be the same. That's why you may read this book and you read this other book, because the level of intelligence, that's why grammar has nothing to do with this. I don't give a fuck grammar, verb, pronoun, noun, whatever the fuck. You might even say it better than me. You go, man. Then now what? Now what? You know what I'm saying? I was dumb as fuck. You know what I mean? It means nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know for me, you know what I'm saying? I know how to count. I know everything like that. You know, like, I can't, you know what I'm saying? That's why they take you in different layers. Right? That's what your grades are. You're going up. You're learning more. You know what I'm saying? Like, my son may know, you know, his calculation. How many people know fucking calculation? You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean you're going to be good at fucking calculus, nigga. It's a whole different science. I mean, the numbers are being used on a whole different perspective, believe it or not. On a different level. That's why, you know what I'm saying, book cannot, I mean, in fact, you are the one validating the book. You say the book is good. And other people may say it too, but it all comes from them. That's why to the pure, all is fucking pure. You're not going to appreciate shit if you don't have shit. Or if you don't know shit. Game recognized games, however the fuck you want to put it. To the pure, all is pure. Or to the trash, everything's going to be trash. Again, your inner vision is showing you how much can you see outside. So your outer understanding is based on your inner understanding. That's why you could have a hoe who would be doing hoe shit, but don't see themselves as hoes. You never see a hoe criticize somebody else? That shit is literally crazy. You may be saying that to yourself, but I'm saying that to show you consciousness. Because, trust and believe. What we're calling like dysfunctional families, these people were being born and trained to act a certain way. Let's just say, I could use myself, right? I consider myself coming from a dysfunctional family. That's why I couldn't follow these niggas. Nigga, what? Ever since I was young, I was always different. I couldn't follow them. Like, nigga, you mean to tell me, nah, man, I'm going this way. Like, oh, nigga, why the fuck you going this way? Fuck you. All right. You know, but it's okay. I get it now. Because I had already fucked you from the beginning. I wasn't fucking with you. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, having the proper understanding as well will give you power. So when you have people who what we're calling the victimizer, who's always, you know what I'm saying, they're all the victims. But they never look at themselves, but they're not the victims when they doing shit to other people. They would do things to other people and then laugh. Ugly. You know what I'm saying? Those are the people who take pleasure in other people's pain. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? But all of these things are taking place in front of us. I'm just showing you also the spirit in it. I'm getting their spirit out. I'm exposing them. Because they don't want to see the light. Do you understand what I'm saying? And they hate the light too. That's what you call your haters. When you say a hater would hate on you, this shit is a fucking spiritual shit. Everything is. So the idea of us thinking spirituality is outside of us, that's crazy. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Or even, you know what I'm saying, you don't have any other, there's no other way for you to look at. Like for me, I cannot unseen myself, but it's fucking spirit. In everything that I do. In my growth. In how I have seen realities in different layers. You want to talk about parallel universe, it's right here. You know what I'm saying? You could be whatever you want, right over here. Believe it or not, you do have a rich part of you that thinks rich, but he doesn't act out. I mean, you're not tapping into it. Meaning tapping into it, which is inside of you. You have not gone inside of you and discover, you're not exploring yourself. How else would you like me to say it to you? You are not exploring yourself. Meaning you're not living, you're not growing. A lot of people are getting old, but they're not growing. They're not grown ups. Like, what the fuck? You still doing the? Let's just say if I was doing one thing, and this is hypothetical, of course, but trying to, I guess the best example that I can use, you know what I'm saying? When I was 16. And now I'm fucking almost 40 and I'm still acting the same? That's crazy. That's insanity, man. You're doing the same thing over and over again. You're going through the same loop. You're stupid. And you like, who? I'm not stupid. They say I'm stupid. Am I stupid? Ooh, my people. So this shit is fucking crazy, man. So again, because I talked about understanding the science of ignorance and how important that is. Because ignorance, this is all, when you get to see it, it stems from the separation of yourself and your body. That's why a lot of people now, the new reality, that's why we're living in the belly of the beast. The new reality now is pretty much you living your life based on who you should be. How should you dress, you know what I'm saying? But it's never about who you are. you're making those choices every day, or a lot of us has been trained to make those choices every day, because it's not there's no coincidence. It's in the manual. You know what I'm saying? That's why don't worry, niggas. We got some cheat codes for you to understand. Hey, you've been played. That's why you have niggas now that are coming up. Understand this: the universe itself is fucking beautiful. It's revealing itself in many different scenarios through different people. That's why we are all God. That's why I always tell niggas, everybody's doing God's work. They're doing it in different levels. Even Steve Harvey, nigga. Although his book is stupid, but guess what? He's helping stupid people to be more stupid. Even though he's thinking he's giving them something. You know what I'm saying? How you gonna follow Steve Harvey? This nigga can't even raise his fucking daughter, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, well, what kind of advice did he had for Lori dating that other motherfucker? He didn't have any love advice from his own house. This is the nigga book that you're buying. This is the greatest story ever told, people. This is the narrative. But this is reflecting what I call the collective consciousness. So, if you want to know how bad these niggas are sleeping, or they snoring, or whatever the fuck, then you look at the collective consciousness. It reveals that to you. This is crazy. That's what makes this the wilderness, too. It's wild out here. You know, I know for me personally, and this is going to be more on a personal note, you know, when I was debating whether I should do this, and then, you know, of course, when the spirit come through, I'm like, all right, nigga, fuck it. I've been doing my own shit anyway. Then spirit came through. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck with y'all niggas. Let's do it. I took attendance, right? But also, it was also part of me, too. So I don't know. I mean, it wasn't necessary. I mean, these niggas pretty much, it's like, they confirming what I had, to be honest. The guys were like, yo, nigga, this is what you were meant here to do. It's that time. You're going to make this move. You know what I'm saying? You going to follow us? You know what I'm saying? These niggas came up to me and said, yo, red pill or blue pill, nigga, what you going to do? You know what I'm saying? The red pill is going to lead you back to that road. You're going to become a CPA. This nigga told me, you're going to become a CPA, you're going to pay your taxes, you're going to do all that shit. I'm like, yo, nigga, how do you know that shit, man? Nigga, chill. Y'all giving me my reality. Relax. How about this red pill? This nigga told me, all right, on this red pill here, hey, you know what I'm saying? It's a fucking adventure, nigga. How far are you willing to go? Are you willing to go down the rabbit hole? I'm like, nigga, what? Shit, I ain't no rabbit, niggas. But I'm gonna see how far it goes, though. You know what I'm saying? Let me figure it out. It's beautiful, man. It's beautiful. You know, it's stepping into the unknown as you know at the same time. It's you knowing the unknown. You know, that's the reality I'm on, nigga. It's me knowing the unknown. This is me fucking with the unknown. That's the perfect harmony. Oh, we're dancing. You know, we're dancing. You know, we got to be the representation of what that is. Because when you look at, you know, when we talk about Tahuti and all these niggas, they were gods. You know what I'm saying? Meaning they were nigga. These niggas are teaching me how to look good, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So now I could tell you how good these niggas were looking. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know what I'm saying, I have to become like them niggas. You gotta act like them, because only acting like them will change something in you. But if you're talking about them, hey man, you talk a good game. You know what I'm saying? Hotep, nigga. You know what I mean? You talking a good game. I'm saying the reality is different, man. And this life is all about living. It's all about doing. The minute you're not growing, you know what I'm saying? Everything around you is changing. Shit, like you might as well know some shit about computer, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be the fucking computer science or anything, nigga, but you gotta know something about computer, nigga. It is what it is. So the growth in agriculture, and also too, every culture has its different challenges too, and different problems. That's why you can't judge or use old answers for new problems. I mean, they may be similar. They will be similar though. But the idea is for you to see the truth for yourself. That's why we have to rediscover truth. We have to awaken in our era. That's how our ancestors are pushing us, giving us tools. You know what I'm saying? Like when you having those stories, those mythologies, again, to help you, for you to seize it for yourself. That's why we don't give you a way to act. We don't tell you you got to go right. We're giving you the tools for you to make your own decision. And that's what spirituality is pretty much all about. And spirituality has always evolved too. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always tell motherfuckers, like, you want to understand. That's why it's important for you to understand the context of things. There's a context, and then there's what's being said. In other words, I think Phil Valentine, he says, overstand, understand, all that shit. And after you do all that shit, you know what else you need to do? Get yourself out of it. After you understand, you overstand, you everything stand, you get you out of the stand, nigga. Because the farther away it is, you know what I'm saying? The closer you are, the more you don't see. Again, enter. Opposite direction. Opposite directions. That's why one of us are worshiping creatures, people outside of you, and then the other ones we're saying we're gods. Because now we're going with them. So the true gods, the true people who are worshiping Allah or Jesus, true Jesus, that's why when you worship, the idea of you worshiping Jesus is for you to become like him. That's your growth. So meaning the Jesus story is nothing but your story. That's why if you don't see it that way, you're looking at it black Jesus, white Jesus, same difference. Because now you have different masters. That's all that is. You know what I'm saying? That's why you know what I'm saying? That's you being a boss. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be a boss, man. You're still employed. Who was saying that shit? It was Damon Dash. There was some Damon Dash shit I was watching. This thing was cracking me up. Like, why the fuck would you want to be a boss, nigga? You know what I'm saying? So there's layers in this. You see, most people are saying, I'm a boss, I'm a boss, I'm a boss. And this nigga was getting millions. And I said, who the fuck want to be a boss? You're still working for somebody. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you motherfuckers want to be bosses, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying this. I'm saying this more in a spiritual way. And another way of also saying that, that's why they tell you, what? Seek the kingdom of God. Be free. And that's another way of saying, why don't you just be free, man, instead of trying to act like you're free? I'm saying? Like, when you're doing your law of manifestation, you're acting like you free, but you're not truly free. You're still slave. That's why the law Listen, man, those niggas, they using that shit as a motherfucking, what do you call that? That's that prosperity gospel these motherfuckers are selling you. That's what they selling you. That's what The Secret, yo, you know how many books that came out of that shit? How many people saw that shit that you were already that. And it's still not gonna help you. They have a whole fucking industry out of motherfucking law of manifestation. Meanwhile, the biggest meaning of the law is for you to go see who you are. So wait a minute, wait. You mean to tell me I could manifest with my emotion? Why the fuck would I not be me then? Let me just be me. Why don't you be you, nigga? Quality over quantity. It's not how much you see. How are you looking at it? I'm here to give sights, baby. I mean, if I even get you to look at that differently, well, I'm giving sights. We're giving sights to the blinds, man. Oh, I'm working. I know who I am, nigga. That living mind, the spirit, the Christ, the Buddha. I'm saying Akbar, nigga. I'm saying I'm order that shit. Order them shits. I don't give a fuck. Shalom too. Is it Shalom? How the fuck this nigga say that shit? I don't give a fuck. Now my stay, nigga. You just talking about me. Thank you. I acknowledge you. But again, we're talking about understanding or acknowledging your divine part here. There's no arrogance that's being, projected. I mean, of course, there's going to be comfort, but again, that's that relationship. That's the knowing. Oh, when you know, you ain't got to make noises, baby. Talk is cheap. You talking. You know what I'm saying? You don't know talk is cheap? Have you ever heard that? Again, there's no benefit in you talking about Jesus if you're not fucking being Jesus. But you've been sold to talk about him. Okay. I see the results. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping you can see it too. Well, I've been seeing the results. It's not even logical. Well, that's what the whole mind control shit is about. Because you're not thinking for yourself. That's why motherfuckers don't know what the fuck they are, man. Like, this is crazy. I mean, I just don't want to say it like it's crazy, like it's your fault. Because, you know what I'm saying, the system's been putting you to sleep. You know what I'm saying? They got you at an early age, too. That's why us now, the Ascended Masters, we are shifting reality. Which is that fucking bullshit toxicity world that you guys have created. Now we're here to shake it up. We are shaking it up. We are shedding, exposing you motherfuckers. Meaning, we're telling you the truth. How do you want it? Exposing you, telling you the truth, all different layers, but again, talking about the same thing. Shit, nigga, I'm traveling. I'm everywhere. I'm everywhere, but I'm nowhere. Can you get this? It's gotta be living. You gotta experience this shit. Oh, this shit's beautiful, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. But you gotta know, though. And that's what self-realization is pretty much all about. You see what I'm saying? Now, I'm giving it to you in a sense, pause. I'm giving it to you in a sense, you know what I'm saying? What's understood doesn't have to be explained. It, in fact, not doesn't have to be explained, cannot be explained. Do you see what I'm saying? That's why you go like somebody about it. Oh, no. I got it. What's understood will not be explained. You're like, no, what the fuck are you talking about? Oh, okay, stop. I got it. Yeah, I got it. What's understood will not even talk about. So this is showing you, and I'm tapping into this shit as I'm talking to you now, too. God damn it, niggas. Whew. Come on now. This is showing you the connection. Like space, consciousness, time, duration. Nah, I don't think about. Nah, it's not the. I mean, shit. You when you know the truth, you could see through the veil. It's like you just go like this. Let me see what's out there. And that's what they're showing you in all those fucking dots in the fucking matrix. Now your reality becomes different. In that journey now, you know what I'm saying? Because we always talk about spirituality in terms of, okay, now you attain that Christ consciousness. Because you have to be born again, right? So what kind of growth are you making? If you are being born again, now you are born of the Spirit. Well, just like any baby who's being born, you got to know how to walk. How to crawl, I'm sorry. You got to crawl, you got to walk, then you're going to be running. Okay. Those are those different stages that you're going through where? In your life. Those chakras, there's many different interpretations of them. But I could tell you right now, if they were to cut your body up, they're not going to see a root chakra. I have never seen that they show that to. I mean, they use other organ to show you what it represents. What am I truly telling you here, man? The chakras is not truly physical. Those are life lessons, and all is mental. You know what I'm saying? And there's different layers, too, in every laws. You know what I'm saying? They embody different universe, but it's all the same thing. That's how, if you know how one works, you know how everything else works. That's how knowing the truth sets you free. You bypass all this shit. That's how you transcend. Oh, death, where's your victory? Right here. Death, I'm right here. Alright, nigga, we good. Everything we got is skull, nigga. Pay attention, dummy. Stupid. Pay attention. Take notes. But anyway. What's understood doesn't have to be explained. So that's that direct connection between understanding. Now you see it now, and then your vision, oh, okay, I see clearer. Same reality, nigga, you just have a different vision in it. There's a brother, yeah, that was a brother, man. I don't know if that nigga was from South Carolina. I read that nigga, but that nigga was on point. No, he was an African nigga. African who came to the States. I don't remember his name, man. What the fuck? What is it? I think the title, I can't remember the title either. That nigga was going in. There's a couple niggas, man. You gotta read them niggas' book. Them niggas are going in. Damn, I guess it doesn't help right now. Yeah, I can't. I'm seeing the book, but the name is not coming. Anyway, but the book is right in front of me. I guess, and there you go. That's how you gotta use your intellect. You know what I'm saying? to fucking decipher that shit. And I'm pretty sure at one point there's a message here, but I'll get it later. It's for me anyway. So, damn, already over an hour. Shit. But anyway, I think I'm gonna leave it here. You know, I just wanted to share and talk to you guys. You know, I got a couple things coming out. Some big announcement too. Let me shut the fuck up. But anyway, nothing but love. You already know. I sent. Ali.